Hello. Today we're going to play some Adversiturtle, which I had never actually heard of before until I was doing that Christmas concert thing last month and came across it when trying to find some games by Will that I could feature as backgrounds. This is a 24 hours of ZZT entry from 2003, so all made in a day, by Will and Newt. This is actually a updated version published after, apparently in like 2009. I don't really know what differences there are, but there's like 2 or 3 extra boards. And it's a Will game, so it's going to have some really fun music. Oh, awesome. We have Will here. Hello, Will. Thank you for showing up. That said, now that we have Will here, now's a very good time to jump on in. I have no idea, but Will would. We also have Gold Buick, who, if my memory is correct, is Will's brother? Is that or cousin? Or I could be completely off. But they were both around, and now they're both here. Alright, my memory is correct. So, like all too many 24 hours of ZCT games, we get a list of all the music that was listened to, which apparently includes brown noise and techno crap, as well as all the delicious food consumed during this 24-hour period. That are donuts or oranges, 3 liters of Mountain Dew, edible bras, and roast beef. Yes, the A-tone filter is very important. Our credits has all the essentials. Yes, everything's covered here. Ooh, I think I'm one of these contestants. Oh man, there's the callouts here. Okay. In addition to playing, get ourselves a symbol. Which is gonna be some poetry. By stop sign. Translated from Chinese, oh boy. Oh, we're gonna get some English. World of modern wonder, we have fast car all day. When roads crossing, it is best for one car to go ahead. But one car is not noble. There is crashing. This is a great tragedy. When we have adversity, as in the stop sign, you must stop for it. You cannot save the shortest path, but car is noble when adversity is obeyed. This is the real life. When you cross 2 person as too fast car, one person's is not noble, and there is trouble. All adversity keep the fast car going friendly and keep the person in good luck. Can you understanding? Alright. There we go. More poetry. Why fruit? By Gothchick87. When I die, the world will laugh rejoicingly. Show me the path so I can disappear. They sit and spin, pointing down, bony fingers, hatred, watching Jeopardy. Never again. Why the sun? The sun is a symbol of adversity because it beats down on you. If you stare at it, you go blind. If you sit in it too long, you will faint. If you sit longer, you will die. It is the source of all life. Without it, you would never have been born. The game is very enlightening. So do you have any memory, Will, of making this since it was like 15 years ago now? These other symbols of adversity will appear as well. The candle, hoops, the tree, the mountain, cocoon, turtle shell. I really like this simple art. Candle produces light through its own destruction. Adversity creating beauty, knowledge, truth, everything a candle represents. Good lord. Hoops representing competition, adversity as a form of entertainment. Trees struggle against weed and rock and wind and beast. Their adversity makes them tall and sturdy, and in turn allow them to protect other creatures from adversity by providing shelter from enemies of the elements. This definitely sounds like something that was written after staying up all night. The achievement of climbing a mountain is hard. The payoff is a beautiful view, the sense of accomplishment, the seeing of things from heights no one ever sees. Mountains were themselves born of adversity between tectonic plates. Adversity can be a life-changing experience in a positive way, as well as ancient and unborn. I can submit like every single one of these to that VG Advisor account. Speaking of 16 to 18, do you mind if I ask roughly how old you were when you were making this? Cocoon. You may not see a physical cocoon, but the principle is etched on your psyche. If there is no adversity, there is only weakness and failure. In essence, to have strength there must be a battle. You will see this theme a lot. 2009 is the date on this updated version. The original is 2003. So 2003 is when there was a time limit on it, at least. Turtle shell. Born into a life of adversity, the turtle has learned to avoid it by retracting itself into a hard shell. Adversity just bounces off the turtle, and this in turn creates adversity for its starving predators. You cannot get rid of adversity, only redistribute it. These have been the symbols which came to mind as we drank the pseudo-dew and thought about adversity, and kicking Knight in the balls for coming up with such a dumbass topic. Basically, every 24 hours of CZT contest was full of the contestants complaining about how terrible the topic was. I think adversity is a pretty good one, honestly. And it looks like Newt and Will did here too. Actually, we really enjoyed the topic, and as you see how we interpreted these symbols together in a game, and we got a laugh out of the outcome too. I should also... there was a passage. Should also mention that this game won the 24 hours of CCT contest. So, congratulations. Alright, now let's play this game proper and find out what the heck it actually is. It is a game with good art. You are the Adversiturtle. Your mission is to spread adversity to those who do not have enough. To be fair, it was Knight. He probably was. I'm also pretty sure that this one got like 6 or 7 entries. I can look that up in a moment. Actually, let me look that up super quick now. Adversity. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 13 entries here, and I would bet that like half of them are comically and purposely bad entries. I think this was the last 24 hours of ZZT, though. It was definitely one of the later ones. Or maybe it was the last, and this is when it switched over to the weekend of ZZT contests that people did instead, so people would have more time. Anyway, you have before you a list of candidates and missions that will bring adversity to their lives. Alright, we get to choose our adversity. We got Goths, the well-fed kids in Africa, Bill Gates, 24 hours of ZZT judges, and old people. So, I pressed down thinking this would like move a cursor, but I guess I ended up selecting something. So I don't know what I picked. I was gonna leave it up to the chat, but now we're committed. Oh, or maybe it isn't a choice and it's linear? I don't know. Either way, it looks like it's Goths. Behold, a scattering of Goths just outside the coffee shop. Your mission? Throw fruit at them. The fruit of the day today is a banana. That was some quickly scrolling text. And I already don't know what to do. Oh, I have ammo. I completely missed that. I thought I had to, like, get a banana, not that I apparently had plenty of them. Alright. Press these Goths. Alright. Now we get a boss fight with the Goth Poet leader. Oh no. Failed to cause more adversity in the Goths' lives than they were already causing themselves. So we failed this mission, I guess. But this time I'll cut you some slack. Just try to make an effort next time, okay? So at least this game is accessible. Kinda wanna try that again, though. Now that I'm not gonna be running around in circles. Oh, the controls are right up here. It's left and right to select. That didn't go any different. This game is beyond my abilities, apparently. Alright, well, now that I know how to move things, I'll leave it to chat to pick up this second one. We got old people, well-fed kids in Africa, Bill Gates, and the judges. Oh no, is this going to be a depressing game where you can't win? This turtle is not very good at his job, I guess. Alright, let's see how this 2003 era Bill Gates is aged. Find yourself at the enormous, spacious mansion of the world's richest man, Bill Gates. Outdated by the first sentence. Nothing says lack of adversity like having everything money can buy, and enough left over to purchase every square inch of Chicago twice over and still be a billionaire. There's one thing that money cannot buy. Freedom from a vicious swarm of genetically engineered super gnats. Your mission should be obvious. Alright, well, we get some good choices here. Alright, well that one was a success. Bill Gates can stand up to the super gnats. Let's try old people. Enter the stale manufactured cheeriness of the Lakeview retirement community. Here the elderly gather for their final moments among those much like them. Your first thoughts are, damn the old people, they rot away without adversity. They're either incurably happy with it, or too stubborn or senile to cope with it. So your task is to cause adversity among the old people, while avoiding the fireballs that the building managers designed to off unsuspecting fogies. Alright. Great. Oh god, those are stars. There's a frog statue. Now we get some emergent gameplay. Eat that frog. That did not work. Well, I hope I didn't need that one bullet. Hold its tongue. Eyes. Break. Not very helpful. Haha, here we go. Change the music. Either put on some phone sex or some Nelly Furtado. Don't know who that is. I don't know if I'm supposed to. Alright, fortunately the audience seems to know who this person is. Let's see if we get some ZZT music here. Oh, okay. Now I know who she is. That was good, I like that. This game keeps getting better. I say before I play this scenario about kids in Africa and their food supply. Yep. Mission takes you to Ethiopia, where some well-fed kids are playing basketball. Clearly, these kids do not have enough adversity in their lives. I mean, look at all the other people around them that are starving. Your mission is to steal their food, like the little F there, before they go into lunch. Good luck. Alright. Our perfect depiction of Ethiopia. This is not really how you play basketball. Alright, so I ate their food. Made them cry. And now they're not gonna have lunch. The bastard. So yeah, that was some good emoting. The double exclamation point character. Alright, we're down to the last one already. The 24 hours of ZZT judges themselves. I have no idea who this broccoli man is supposed to be. Alright, I don't know what's going on in Celestial Avengers area, but it looks awesome. I am very intrigued. No, it's a reference to another ZZT game, which features randomly generated levels, which I'm surprised they haven't shown off, because that probably sounds way cooler than it actually is. It basically just puts boulders and stuff like this, and then changes them into things, and you make it from one end of the screen to the other, and it just goes on and on and on. It's really simple, because you can't really put much other than, like, breakable walls, ammo, and lions. Nice a jerk. That if I put randomly generated levels in, he'd get disqualified. Wow, that's fantastic. Oh no, they're stuck in old Will games. What a horrible crime. And I just made the mistake of having two conversations going at once here. Bongo judged this? I didn't even know he was still around then. I thought he was like mid-90s. And lastly, Knight. Okay. So it's very important to realize that that carrot v carrot, that's an owl. Just for those of you who are not familiar with owl emoticons, that's an owl. Knight's not an owl, but owls were his thing. I also think he said woot a lot. But to be fair, so did a lot of people in the early 2000s. Okay, that's all 5 here. So let's see what's next, if anything. Huh. I know there's a lot more boards in this game. Okay, well I guess now we get to go somewhere different when we pick a level. You get this very somber looking turtle. Well, you accomplished all your missions. Now it's just a question of what next. What is there left to do for the Adversiturtle? Just then, inspiration struck. You, the Adversiturtle, needed some more adversity in your own life. Now it was just a matter of figuring out how. Rather conveniently, a space-time portal opened up just then and you stepped inside. This is a quickly moving plot. So, this is quite the board. Okay, well, if that was a Pearl Jam song, I definitely did not recognize it. On the amazing Vertex portal, you discover strange images that float before your face as though ghosts suspended in air. Try to look away, but find you cannot. Luckily, you're soon free of the mind vortex and find yourself in a hotel room. Well, alright, well, we've got 6 days remaining to do whatever we're doing to get some adversity. This game just rapidly changed in tone. Welcome to the Adversiverse, the alternate universe created especially for champions of adversity, and thank you for signing up to participate in the 15th semi-annual competition known as the Extra-Dimensional Adversitournament. We apologize for the last-minute accommodations. The 5-star hotel was booked solid. Room service is on us in appreciation of your continued support. The next 7 days are some of the most challenging and rewarding of your lives. You'll be fighting the Adversity Elite in a single elimination tournament of champions. Rules of the fight will be read to you before the first fight begins. Meantime, kick back, relax, and watch a little TV. Sweet, an adversity tournament. My problem is solved. This is a fast door. 15? I think they started like 98. Go look that up real quick. $24. So they started in 99. They went through 2003. So 4 years with 4 apiece. I don't know if it's 15th, but no. There's also, well, there's only 2 the first year. And then there's also a couple instances, though, where like more than one person decide to run one. It was usually 4 a year. There are spring, summer, fall, and winter. But towards the end, people started running like several of them for reasons unknown. It was very confusing. Does this count as a ZZT toilet? I would argue yes. Bucket and faucet with a note attached, and shower. sports commentator Michael Flatley. What exactly is this Adversitournament, Mike? The semi-annual competition held right here in the Adversiverse, where the best and brightest of all the adversity bringers try to bring each other down. This art is why I'm like, I definitely want to play this and find out what the heck it is. Wow, and how exactly do they do that, Jim? Well, they use their best adversity generating skills against each other. First one to lose his will to live loses. It's a straightforward, no holds barred match, and when it's over, you can sure bet that it's over, Mike. Well, that's it for this hour. Stay tuned to eAdverse PM, the Adversiverse's only 24-hour sports news network, for continuing coverage of the 15th semi-annual Adversitournament. Before you know it. Honestly, like, as good as the turtle is, I'm just really impressed by how much depth there is to the CRT TV there. Uh-oh, are we in a dream sequence? Next thing you knew. Hey, and welcome to the cage. I'm David Duchovny, and I'm here to tell you a few of the rules about the Adversitournaments. First rule, yeah. Yes, it immediately went there. Yeah. Okay. It's gonna continue there. Yep. Alright. What's the third rule? Because maybe the third rule will be something. Okay. Someone's adversity meter, as seen as the sides, drops to 0, the fight is over. Fourth rule, only 2 guys to a fight. Fifth rule, 1 fight at a time. Okay. Sixth rule, no shirts, unless you're fat or female, wow. No, I thought the third rule was like, if it's your first night, you have to fight. I mean, it's a fight club, an adversity-based fight club. Oh, well. Oh, wait, yeah, there it is right here. Shit. Listen, I've never actually read or seen Fight Club. I missed out on that window where it would have been the coolest thing ever, and thus haven't bothered since. Also, right here, it's your first night at Adversitournament. Yeah, touche. Alright. Oh, look, the Adversus Chef is animated. Alright, well, that was easy. Now I want to see what else he'll say. Alright, the Adversus Chef hurls his unimaginably strong pot of hardship stew at you. Consumed with grief and all kinds of other stuff, you surrender quickly. You have failed. This time, I'm really gonna do it. Is this just about murdering your opponent with a gun? Probably. I mean, that's definitely a good source of adversity. Alright, day 2. Oh, we get a little tournament bracket here. Adversa Tofu, Adversa Bug. That one doesn't really work. I do like this Adversa Attorney. Adversa Trash, Adversa Terrier, Adversa Guru. Alright. It's all about a tofu. How are things shaping up so far for the Adversiturtle, Jim? Today, the Adversitofu had a frankly astounding win over the Adversibug. That one really doesn't work. Last season's champion. The old bug was acting crotchety like senile old men should. All of a sudden, he held his head in his hands and, well, let me show you the tape. Oh no, how could she? My beautiful wife, in the arms of another. But hasn't the old bug's wife been dead 14 years, Jim? That's right, Mike. In his own autobiography, the bug states she was faithful the whole time. Whether this was a conscious effort on the tofu's part to create a hardship is still uncertain, and an investigation is underway to get to the bottom of this mystery. Regardless of the findings of the investigation, Tofu won the match. We'll be squaring off against crowd favorite Adversiturtle on day 4 of the tournament. So Turtle and Tofu have to wait 2 more days before they can square off. That's right, Mike. Boy, I'd hate to be in the turtle's shoes right now. Wish you could just sleep for a couple days. Alright, so I guess now we just sleep a lot. Here goes nothing, folks. First match of the semifinals is about to get underway. Adversiturtle has a lot on his plate with the fierce Tofu. But what he must remember is that all he has to do is go over there and squash the Tofu with his foot, and the fight will be over. Yeah, but you saw what Tofu did to Bug in the last fight. We don't know exactly what happened, Mike, but I'm sure Turtle is about to learn a lot more about Tofu than he ever wanted to know. Okay, how this works. Tofu is going to throw despairing images into your head. To fight them off and continue progress towards the Tofu, you must enter the 6-direction pattern shown at the top of the cage. Just press the keys in that order. You'll hear little sounds along the way to let you know you're doing things right. Oh, thank God. Thank God. There are so many ZZT games that do stuff like this as like really poor DDR knockoffs or something, and there's just no indication of success. So I'm very excited for sound effects. You don't have a lot of time, so it's imperative that you go through the sequences quickly. Also, this is just one of the mini games in Creepy Castle. Oh no, my ex-girlfriend has returned. Oh, come on. That sucked. Guess we tied. Also, unfortunately, the shooting sound effects overwrite the sound effects for when you correctly press a button. So it's not as good as I would have hoped. Oh well. This time I won't look at the text, and I will just match those keys. Also, I'm pretty sure those directions, yeah, those were random directions. Nope. Oh my god. Never trust me to do anything. Okay. No, what happened was I just was staying on the board, and I guess the timer object doesn't actually stop once you win the fight. So it kept going, and I died. What an exciting tournament this has turned out to be. Just to recap what's been going on in the last few days, Adversiturtle catapulted his way into the finals and into the hearts of the crowd when he squashed Adversitofu in his semifinals yesterday. Because of his awesome showing during his matches, the experts are now picking him as the most likely to come out on top tomorrow. But who will win the fight? This is a question on everyone's minds as a dark, very dark, horse comes riding up today. Adversiturtle won his last match yesterday against the best-selling author Adversiguru when he chewed up Guru's $40 textbook to riches and peed on all his seminar contracts. Today, Terrier squares off against Adversitrash, who won her first match against the Adversiturny on day 3 of the tournament in a surprise upset. Today, though, there will be no surprises, as both opponents have seen each other's styles and will be well prepared to duke it out. Here they go now. Oh my gosh, it's over. Terrier takes down Trash in 3 seconds. Jim, that has to be some kind of record. Indeed it is. I've never seen, well, for one, I've never seen the inside of a woman's head before, but wow, this Terrier's tenacious. He knew just how to strike and when. Well folks, the Adversiturtle is going to the finals, and our beloved turtle has his work cut out for him. Dang. Sure does. Stay tuned for details and after-bout analysis by Adversitournament founder and head chairperson, Mr. David Duchovny. Day 7. Hey, and welcome to the cage. I'm David Duchovny, and I'm here to tell you a few things before the final match begins. Adversiturtle? Yes? It's been formally requested that I reveal this information to you at this time. The Adversiturtle is your father. Oh man. This game is wild. What? And he killed your parents. What? That doesn't even make any sense. And he is really just your alter ego. Wait, he's me? And in his eyes I see love? This is very good. That was a lovely rendition of the Beauty and the Beast song. Also, there's this adorable board. Epilogue. And so, when you weren't busy making life painful for others, you and Terrier starred in a hit Broadway show about the tournament that brought you together. This eventually made its way to a hit movie with great special effects and perhaps a little action-heavy to be a documentary. Man, that movie kicks ass. Yeah, man, Adversitournament rocks. Thanks for renting it. Oh man, remember renting movies? Guys, don't you see the metaphorical significance? This movie wasn't made just to kick ass. It was to make you think. Shut up, Tyler. Yeah, that movie kicked ass. Game over. Press escape. yeah, that's the best part about ZZT is that you can do so much in 24 hours that it is absurd. This is updated and has a little bit more content than the original. They didn't really go too into detail with what the differences are. But now I'm kind of curious. It doesn't seem like it's much though. It just looks like 1 or 2 boards got added. So that was Adversiturtle. It was definitely fun. And there we go, fix some bugs. Not all the bugs, like the timer not stopping. That was mean. But that was Adversiturtle. It was a lot of fun. And I can see why it won. Based on playing 0 of the other games from this 24 hours of ZZT. Thank you very much for watching. We're going to stream again tomorrow, actually, because I did like 0 streaming this month. I gotta meet my quotas. So, if any of you are around same time tomorrow, I will see you again. But thank you for watching. Yes, tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Later.